What's going on, you filthy animals? So today we're back. I missed you guys for real, man, and you guys were commenting some good stuff on my last video that I just dropped. So if you haven't go check that out, definitely go check it out. I appreciate you guys. It means the world. If you're not following me on Instagram already, follow me at Noah Mejia. Aiden put it somewhere right here. Follow my editor as well at Aiden McDougal. Shout out to you, bro. And yeah, we're basically gonna get into this video. So in today's video, I'm gonna be cooking up a pack of zips for the lovely one and only Cody. If you guys don't know who Cody is, you're probably living under a rock. This dude has done a lot of cool shit. Yeah, shout out to him. But today we're gonna be working virtual online, and I'm here to show you guys how you guys could just work with people from all over the world. You guys don't gotta be in sessions together to be making crazy stuff. And this is kind of a workflow that I've developed, just sending zips to my friends, like, because it's really cool to give them an idea with drums already and melodies and see what they do to it. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today. Let's get it. When I'm doing zips and I'm making stuff for people, I don't like to go too crazy, like add like 8 melodies, because at the end of the day, they still need to add stuff. So keep that in mind when you're doing this and working with your friends and stuff like that. Good to leave some room for ideas. I'm gonna probably bump this up to like 147. Probably gonna open up the one and only Omnisphere. You can never go wrong. This is all reliable. I'm probably gonna start off with like maybe a synth of some type, and then we're just gonna go and see what we make. I could find some good sounds. Jeez. So we're gonna start off with like a pretty basic pattern. I'm gonna obviously build up on this pattern. We're just gonna start off making this melody. So now that we have that down, I'm gonna add some effects to it. I'm gonna add this plugin called Riff. I've been using this a lot lately. It kind of adds some like really cool texture. Okay, so now that we have this, I'm gonna open up another stand of Omnisphere, and we're just gonna keep going crazy and thinking of stuff to add to this. Okay, so now I'm gonna open up Pigments. I've been using this a lot lately, and I'm gonna think of some chords to add on top of this sound. So now I'm gonna open up Omnisphere, and I kind of hear like an ARP in the background, just kind of giving it cadence and bounce throughout it. So I'm gonna see what I find. And what's really cool about the file directory in Omnisphere, if you click this right here, you could go through and see like specific sounds that are pretty dry. It allows you to have some of the sounds without all the effects added to it. So what I'm gonna do with this ARP, because I really like the sound of it, I'm gonna just chop off the end right here so it doesn't bleed too much. So now I think I just hear one more thing to add into this. I'm gonna add like a catchy lead or like counter melody just to piece everything together. So I'm gonna add some shaper box to this to give it like a cool effect. What I like to do, just to keep the zips working properly on everybody's laptop, because you don't know what plugins they may or may not have, so be sure when you're doing zips always to export the melody so they could have it all there and it doesn't like mess up, because they might not have certain plugins you use. So now I have the melodies, I'm going to start off a simple drum pattern. By the way, we're using my chain link drum kit, so if you guys are interested in that, definitely go check it out, WAVSUPPLY, to get all my sounds. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna do a 1-step bounce for this because I really hear it. This is kind of the bounce that I hear along. What I'm gonna do is, I also think I'm gonna pitch it down, but I don't want to go too crazy because I gotta leave room still. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna pitch all these down, set them all to stretch, and we're gonna see how it sounds. So now that we have a bounce, I'm just gonna go ahead and just lay out some simple drums, and then we're done with this one. right, so that's it pretty much for the first one. So what I'm gonna do is, now that we have that all drummed up and exported, what we want to do is you're gonna want to export it as a zip loop package. What I like to do is keep all my zips and beats separate, and then we just export it. And then what I also like to do is I always export a short MP3 file next to the zip, just because I want them to hear the zip before they even work on it, because there's a chance they might not like it and they might not even want to work on it. So it's always good to put a little preview so they can see what they're working on. All right, so the next beat, I think I'm gonna do something more up tempo and just like some turn stuff, because me and Cody have been making a lot of those type of beats lately for some certain people. So pretty much what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna open up Gladiator. So now that we have that, I'm gonna open up Omnisphere again. This has been my go-to lately. A lot of people are always like, Noah, what plugins do you use? Omnisphere. I like to click the angry section of ARPs because there's a lot of cool stuff in here. I'd be using a lot of these in certain stuff, so now that we have that, I'm gonna phone Omnisphere again. We're gonna add one more layer to this. That ARP sounds so bad. Now I just kind of need a lead to kind of piece all this in together, because when I'm making harder beats like this, a lot of it gets very repetitive, as you can see, but that's the point of it. But I'm gonna try to get a lead pattern to kind of get it going. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select these all and then I'm gonna transpose them twice. So now what I'm gonna do, there's already a lot going on, but I hear one more counter melody with like a bell. So I'm gonna go in and add that. And then we're gonna put this in the really high ranges because there's a lot going on already. Like a very repetitive catchy pattern. So now that we have that, I'm gonna render all these melodies. So with the drums, I'm gonna kind of go crazy because I hear like a very crazy pattern on this. So you'll see what I do with the hat. That chain link drum kit never fails you. Now I'm gonna go through Cody's Armored Core drum kit and see to find like a very just crazy 808. With these kind of beats, when it's just one repetitive note throughout the thing, you could kind of get creative with the notes. So what I'm gonna do, because this is a zip, I'm gonna add a little 808 switch up to kind of add some uniqueness to this, because this is sounding crazy so far. Like this has so much energy, but now we're just gonna add like a switch up. That's nuts. So now we're gonna send this zip off. So we're gonna send all these to Cody, see what he does with them. And yeah, that's pretty much how you work with people that are away from you. So we're about to send it over to my boy, see how crazy he goes. Cody, bro, if you're hearing this, go crazy.
Noah has sent me some zips. I don't know what they sound like, to be honest. About to press play, give you my first reaction. Download this thing called NES VST, and it's just like a really basic wavetable type of thing. Gotta make your own sound type of thing. But I hear like a top line I'm gonna do, just a real simple one, nothing crazy. And then what I want to do is you can like add like a little pitch bendy wobbles kind of sounds if you know what you're doing. It's not too complicated, but come over here, triangle sound, poly, and I'm gonna just mess with this pitch, see if I come up with something cool. Fuck that. Let's mute everything and just have that. One thing I've been doing a little bit with hi-hats, especially like double time like this, messing with the pitch variation. I think I'm gonna switch the state of way up. Maybe wait, hold on. Let me try to make it louder. I just hear it having like a B section when it goes to the second half of the verse. We'll go back up to B for the second half here. I know this ain't that important because it's just the counter, but whatever. Alright, I am gonna switch this 808. Get the next FLP from Noah here, and this is how it sounds. Little Ken Carson action. I see you, Noah. All right, I like 99% of what I hear right here. I'm just gonna go through myself and comb through, maybe simplify the melody a little bit. Just seems like there's a lot going on off rip. You guys ever use the graphic EQ here instead of the parametric one? We want a little bit of that girth down there. We want to keep that girth going. We could bring the first drums back in. I just wanted to get the melody right. Let's see if this works though. You know what I'm saying? Alright, it feels like this all changes up a little too fast because of the intro we did. So first of all, where does it repeat? It restarts here. Let's get rid of that. This. Oh, definitely don't want to do that. The intro is kind of butchered up, but we could do this. I want this pattern 2 to go longer before it switches to what Noah did, because I like this. It just comes in like too jarring off of 12 seconds with the way I have the intro here. So we introduce the other stuff here, the other pattern. Mixing, I don't really got to do anything. Noah mixed it pretty good, not gonna lie. I don't want to just change stuff just to change stuff. The only thing was just boosting this a little bit. A little bit of the high end. Ooh, that's hard. Alright, Noah, I'm gonna send these back, buddy.